Hello everybody, my name is Meta_Meister, and welcome back to Stasis. We just left off getting one of the force fields down, not the one I thought it was going to bring down, but we're in this new area with this, found a survivor. It's been advised against us to not free this survivor, but if I can do so, I'm going to bring him open, and Breck Carter. Be still, my beating heart. I saw the most divine creature in hydroponics. She's friends with that nurse, Erica. Erica gives me the evil eye, but Sadie is just a divine thing. Curves in all the right places and the face of an angel. I keep trying to come up with reasons to visit the medical hydroponics section. She never sees me, though. I'm not trained medical staff. Those soldiers in the recovery room give me funny looks if I'm at the window trying to get her attention. I have to find a way to speak to Sadie directly. I've seen her head in the decontamination room, and she seems to go there after every shift. I might try and strike up a conversation by one of the machines, maybe offer to buy her a drink. I'll do it tomorrow, or maybe the day after, because tomorrow I've got a double shift. Still, it takes a brave man to work on unknown sciences in the bosom of the cosmos, doesn't it? Like the jocks back at school would never be able to do what I friggin' do. I risk life and limb to repair essential electronics, and that takes courage. I may not be a soldier, but I have to think I have the right to call myself a man of courage. What's with the shutdown? Jeez, it's 9 days now. I've been trying to get through to the surgical pods for a week. I gave up going to hydroponics to see Sadie after they started restricting access to unnecessary personnel, so now I just hang around product storage by the vending machines, hoping to see her. But when I do, I just choke up. Damn, I'm so pathetic. I'm reading this book by Arian Sanchez. It's about the eugenics war. It's freaking amazing that we're even allowed to do what we do on the Groom Lake. What with what's happening all those years ago. I have to hide the book, though. Dr. Malin saw me reading it in the rec room, and we went totally crazy. Threatened to burn the book and fire my butt. So now it stays under my pillow, and I'm sure he don't take it on my rounds. Instead, I bring one of the Pengian series by W.C. Dark with me. Is that his real name? Doubt it. I love Major Plowtoll. He's incredible. Sometimes wish I had the balls to be in the Marines rather than engineering. I'd love to be like him. Rations arrived today. Nobody is impressed. It's all emergency shift, so hardly gourmet, but man, I wasn't expecting much. But this is seriously bad. Because food's short, people are going crazy. Lotus punched Malone, broke the poor guy's nose. Steve's having trouble keeping everyone's fists off each other. I keep asking why we can't just raid hydroponics, but they keep shutting me down. Especially Sadie. She looks so pissed when she sees me, but nowhere near as pissed as when she looks at Dr. Malin and Dr. Aljikapour. She must despise me. Why didn't I ask her out before? Because you're a coward, Burke. A dirty, stinking coward. Oh, man. The power went out again. I'm so freaking scared. I can barely breathe. These rumors of animals prowling around medical? Not rumors. I saw one guy ripped apart by one of those things. Couldn't make it out too well. Pale skin, tails, I think. They move around like a pack of dogs, and they're strong. People are scared and hungry. I kept a small stash of food in my quarters. I didn't even tell Steve about it. I feel ashamed for keeping it to myself, but people are going crazy, man. I think I might actually be against regulation to hoard food. Milgete would kill me if he knew I had rations hidden. Come on, the guy's nuts. He practically strangled me the other day. Carswell had to restrain him. Body still frickin' kills from the operation earlier. Steve was nominated to reprogram the security turrets, and the guy just went and did it. He's a hero. Not like me. Now I'm not just a coward. I'm a friggin' murderer. I used those poor guys in Stasis to keep these goddamn things from getting to me. I just unlocked the Stasis units and began the recovery process so that when they staggered out from the deep freeze, those things were waiting for them. I found a product storage room that nobody was using and locked myself in. When the breach was reported, I heard the screams. I pissed myself. I friggin' pissed myself. Is that any way for a real man to behave? As I ran, I saw Sadie cradling her best friend's bloodied body in the corridor. The worst friggin' part isn't that I never occurred to me to stop. I just hoped they'd buy me the time I needed to find a hiding place. That's who Burke Carter was. Whoever finds this, I know somebody will. He was a coward. I just hope the computer parts and the PDA come in handy to whoever finds this. If my hide was this useless in life, at least I can hope is that something I left behind will be useful. Okay, already read that. Okie doke. This is a lot of chemistry stuff. Am I supposed to remember this? Because I failed that class. Sadly, not a joke. Probably throw this chip in there. Alright, head is... Okay, which one is this guy? Oh, just passed it. This looks like he's gonna talk, he doesn't say anything.
Steady yourself. You'll be okay. God damn it.
I heard screaming.
I woke him up. The survivor. He didn't make it. I think I killed him. I think I did something.
I told you to leave him. He was dead the minute they froze him. You just made his death easier, simpler.
I just killed a man, Tia.
You need to move before you become another dead body.
Have some mercy.
Mercy. You have no idea how much mercy I have. I've been in hell. Made choices that got people killed. This isn't just like you anymore. I'm sorry. I need you, John.
I could have swore I
So sorry.
think I had the guy saved.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Throw you there. Bye,
I'm
lady.
going to have to be awake for this.
You're not helping.
Sorry. Okay. Just shit. Even be careful doesn't cover it.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's not like the power's gonna cut out in the middle of surgery.
Shit, John. Why would you even say that?
I'm about to cut into my spinal cord. Well, that one joke.
I'll be monitoring.
Even if it is a bit morbid, but true, John, true.
Deep breath, oh man.
Oop, sorry.
You can do this.
Did I die?
Greetings, John, our champion. I am Robin, the automated surgical med
Smiley
pod.
face. I love
Your
it.
physician will explain the procedure to you and offer you an opportunity to ask any questions. You may feel some discomfort after the procedure, such as a headache or nausea. Let your nurse know if you are uncomfortable so that you may be
I love
given
these
medication
emoticons.
and or other treatment. Head-free placement begins. Warning, substance is not correctly prepared.
Guess it's just a cutscene and I can't do anything. Oh, I can!
0415 initiated.
Yikes, man. Champion.
Magnetic resonance imaging. Power surgeon core system. Power and core system.
Oh.
Subject is not correctly prepared.
Am I dying? I'm gonna die. Did my spine just get ripped out? Super smooth, buddy. Still cracks me up. Alright.
Power surgeon core system. Power and core
1, 2,
system.
4, 5, 'There's a difference between being deceased and alive, surgery robot thing. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not good. Oh, he's eating. Bye, you're gonna be gone. Hopefully it's not in my face. Waiting for the game to jump scare me. Because I haven't really gotten it. Well, there's been a few jump scares, but there's still, it's an isometric.
Rebecca. No. Rebecca. Run. No. Rebecca. Run. No. Rebecca. Run.
John?
I'm here.
I've been trying to contact you. I couldn't hear anything. I thought the worst.
How long was I out?
2 hours.
Let's get moving, buddy.
Okay. Alive. Mostly. But fuck, my back is sore.
3 decks and you'll see your daughter. Focus on that. You should have enough drugs running through you to keep going for a few more hours.
Drugs. I've never been a fan. But these are definitely the good ones.
I'm walking slow again. Can't take it with me? Okay. Guess let's just mosey on out. I'm like limping along. I think I'd want to rest up or something first, considering like what's out and about. It's not really stuff that wants to be my friend. I really wonder if I could have saved that dude in that stasis tank. That really, really is like gnawing at me. If somebody played this game and you've gotten to this video and you like these, if someone has played this game all the way through and has saved the person in the tank, please let me know in the description below. I really want to know if you can save that guy. It really irks me that I didn't save him when I really thought I had everything set up properly.
Are you expecting a beautiful bouncy baby boy or girl? Speak to your nearest administrator for details on our on-the-toss program. You could win an all-expenses pay location to Titan. Competition is sponsored by the CT.
No. Crazy.
Really unsure now what to do. Is there any way that I missed? I don't think so.
Get a Juka and whiskey mixer for just 100 credits of the TD Twister.
I think that'll just break it.
I mean, don't I have to ditch my PTDs or
Kane Corporation, a
PDTs?
remarkably great company, wants to thank all employees for their dedicated service. This year's profits are up 20% across all sectors. Life
Oh no, I can just go down. That force field's still up. Maybe I'll be coming back through that thing or something. What we got? What we got for me, game? Walk around.
A biological quarantine has been initiated.
Well, there are flesh-hungry monster things that are basically people clones out and about. So that doesn't shock me.
Level 2. Kitchen knife and snowflake are off limits.
Well, that's not where I want to go anyway, so I guess I don't care, right?
Level 3. Hydroponics is off limits.
What is not off limits? Oh. And hydroponics anyways. So we skipped a floor.
Perfect.
Where are you, John? Without the PDT, I can't track shit.
Hydroponics. Or what's left of hydroponics.
Good one, John.
The shaft's covered in growth. I'm not going anywhere.
Listen, wait. Let me check the blueprints. Yes, hydroponics has a
blueprints?
service elevator.
Affirmative.
Keep me in the loop.
I can run again! Cracked glass.
This is ridiculous. How did it grow this world in a few months?
The Vaporizer, the perfect Mark 5 model of the Kane Corp. I think that's 5. Trans-state modifier.
Can't naturally develop this fast.
Kane developed the technology to accelerate plant growth. Oxygen is big business.
Using advanced and unique molecular technology, the Vaporizer has the ability to shift a targeted substance between gas, liquid, and solid states, without any of the structural breakdowns seen in objects shifted between states on a regular basis. The Mark V is the latest model, but it hasn't yet been rolled into mass production because of the current difficulty fueling the Vaporizer. With resources on board the Groom Lake, recent experiments undertaken were more than satisfactory, and it passed the Kane safety and security test with no adverse effects, causing no harm to the user observed. It has been graded level 4 because of the specific nature of its technology and limited to quantity of existing vaporizers. Due to an experiment recently carried out on the royal jelly produced by hydroponics, Dr. Gray and other observers commented on the remarkable speed at which the jelly transformed into gas, thus placating their insect population.
Vaporizer chamber compromised.
Oh,
Chamber
that's
is not airtight.
Another locked door.
You know, there actually have been some doors that I haven't been able to get into at all. This game.
Corporation is watching you. We care.
That's more creepy than a reassuring Kane Corp, but okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
It's some sort of insect.
Keep your distance.
It's tied up. Doesn't look like it can get loose.
Tied up. How big is it?
Activate suction pumps. Healthy, docile, responsive to stimuli, milking as normal. Thursday, Tuesday, no activity. Wednesday, healthy, heightened aggression, recommended milking with only experienced staff. Thursday, no activity. Friday, healthy, highly aggressive, 3 personnel wounded, milking. Saturday, healthy, quiet, unusual, brooding behavior, milking normal. Sunday, healthy, aggressive, 1 fatality via venom pouches. Oh, praise God Almighty. I couldn't be happier. Dr. Gray took me to one side and told me that I was the only person who had the skill and ability to take control of the nursery. He promoted me on the spot, and said that I was now personally responsible for the queen. The royal jelly that she produces has proved to be incredibly useful. I discovered through my own analysis that not only is the jelly an essential nutrient for the insect population, but it has other amazing physical properties too. It accelerated molecular bonding and certain substances, acting as a thickener for many natural substances, also regenerating their natural properties. Well, with some engineering, I could imagine we could turn this into a true medical breakthrough. I imagine doctors in hospital wards on Earth using our bonding agent to heal wounds instantly. Perhaps finally the Tenshu name will be revered in medical history instead of reveled. Revered instead of reveled. The queen is a temperamental thing. A fiery lady to be sure. Ah, but Queenie, you forget. I grew up in a family with more than one fire-breathing dragon. If I can handle my mother, I can certainly handle you. Ha! Although when she is milked, she is rather docile, I dare say. She's rather attached to me. I'm sure I heard her purring at me. That's the only way I can describe it. I'm aware that she's a bug and all, but it sounded rather like approval. My parents kept hives of bees, so I've never been squeamish over insects, and I can tell the difference between aggression and favor. I am still the only person who can get close without being eaten, and her bite can leave one hell of a mark. Let me tell you, the Hodgkins said he'll report his side effects upon the return from sick leave. In other news, Dr. Murick and one of Dr. Gray's subordinates have requested samples of jelly for experiments with the tree resins. He thinks it might have a use as an industrial adhesive. This is a little away from my original intention, but I do suppose it's a start. I try so hard to be positive, to be the person whose enthusiasm never once flags nor fails, but when you start hearing rumors that appall you to your very core, I've tried to shrug it off, but recently it's become harder to deny. I've been hearing sounds from the elevator shafts, the sounds of wailing infant, crying out in pain before suddenly being silenced. That is no rumor. Sometimes I lay awake at night and I swear I can hear the crying of children. I can't be dreaming. I saw Ingratia to confess my fears. He gave me a prescription to help me sleep, but something in his eyes said that he knew I was hearing something real. And worse, it was something he was hearing too. More rumors. Dr. Milan is using children in his research. I have to ignore it. If it were true, Kane would remove him immediately, surely. Even Dr. Gray appears to find it an uncomfortable subject for discussion. And this is a man who slept easily when Isaac got his left cheek torn off by the Queen. Dr. Gray is short-staffed again. Once again, I'm being forced to manage multiple projects, only this time it's an examination of an acutely destructive new spore that seems to have infected a few of the pods. First observation is it's a parasitic fungus that grows faster than a common weed, and like a common weed, I feel it should be destroyed, but I know that Dr. Gray won't do it. He, like many of the other senior doctors, see any new specimen as something to be exploited or weaponized. In the darkness, something stirs. I can't say what. I'm too afraid to find out what it is. When Ivan and Theo disappeared a month back, we assumed that they'd somehow deserted. That was the official stance taken by Dr. Malin and the board anyway. Last night, events proved that there is something on board with us, though God knows where it's from. The Queen was more rambunctious than I've ever seen before, and milking her was certainly more challenging than I'm used to. Edmund was assisting. We've been short on staff, and some of our volunteers are simply refusing to show for work. The Queen's environment has been disturbed a great deal, and so her violent tendencies are more pronounced. Edmund was on his way out of the hydroponics when it happened. Something, pulled him into one of the air ducts. I didn't see much. I saw him walking towards the decontamination chamber, and next moment his legs were kicking in the air as whatever it was dragged him up and into the ceiling while he was squealing like a pig. I'm resigning tomorrow. I did not sign up for mad science. I came to Kane to serve humanity and clear my family's name, not watch crewmates be slaughtered by specimens that Dr. Malin refuses to confirm or deny. If only I'd resigned when I said I would. And if only they hadn't ignored my demands to have the infernal fungus destroyed. It's growing over me now, over my skin. It's burrowing into my flesh. The insects attacked again today, and it seems to only worsen. Dr. Gray was destroyed by a swarm of them, and now he's only fertilizer for whatever ravenous mold he was so curious about. The uninfected are making an attempt to escape. This does not include me. The emergency flares keep the bugs away. I told them to give me the flare to hold back the bugs so they could get away. I hope they escape soon. This fungus is making my head feel funny. I'm sure I can feel it growing through my ear canal. Azika, with the greatest respect, could you please stop the ridiculous pranks your group insists on carrying out in the fertilization chambers? I will admit they were hardly dangerous, but they are undignified. I certainly wouldn't like to be present when Kane and Spectre stumble upon young Theodore racing in front of the Queen, hands above his head while shouting, "I'm covered in bees." It's unprofessional. Please instruct them to cease their foolishness at once. Kind regards, Dr. Gray. Akiza, don't worry, I don't think you're losing your mind. Ghosts are a possibility, but I suspect what you're hearing is probably the sounds of devices playing in other parts of the ship. I do believe at the moment that the corporeal world and spirit world are very much divided. So try to calm yourself. So try to calm yourself. If you would like, I can talk to someone in cargo storage about those sounds. But I wouldn't worry about it. This island is full of noises, but pay them no mind. For once I'm quoting Shakespeare and not the Bible. Get some sleep and maybe do a fewer night shifts. Eleanor. Okay. So let's go ahead and run in front of this queen and see what happens, because I'm sure it's going to kill me. It just eats you, huh? All whole. Nice. I didn't really care. It seemed to care too. Alright, everybody, that's all the time I've got for in this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying the show, and I hope to see you guys next time. Have a great day.
Don't drink random mud bottles of metallic liquid.
I guess there are a lot of them out there, but
the picture's gone,
so this one, and it looks kind of cool.
Anyways,
the game is starting to
take a bit of a turn. It's got a little spookier.
Anyways, the game seems to have taken a bit of a turn.